Good morning on this Saturday, on a rainy Saturday here in Metro Atlanta. We are taking a look right now over Midtown Atlanta, where it is just cloudy and gray and a bit gloomy out there. Hope your day's off to a nice start and that you are dry and warm. At least the temperatures are still warm out there. I'm Megan Packer. Thanks for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First Plus. We will check in with First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi here coming up in just a few moments. We know that this is not great timing for the rainy weather to be here just in time for the weekend. There's a lot happening across North Georgia. So Courteney will join us to talk about the forecast, kind of timing it out, and she'll tell us if we've got a break from the rain so you can maybe make those outdoor plans. But I am here with a quick update of some of the top stories that we are following here at Atlanta News First Plus, including right now an active death investigation at a park in Northwest Atlanta. This is happening at Collier Heights Park. If you're familiar with the area, Northwest Atlanta, just outside of the perimeter, still in the city limits of Atlanta, Collier Park. A woman's body was found early this morning around 5 o'clock. So Atlanta Police and the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office are looking into this right now, but we're told officers on routine patrol were out and about, spotted the woman's body, and she was pronounced dead. She's believed to be between the ages of 30 to 40. Again, this was kind of near the entrance of the park there, so our crew was out there. They showed us that it was taped off, blocked off, a lot of police cars out there, officers at the park. So you can imagine a little bit of an unnerving sight to people showing up to their favorite park on a Saturday morning, maybe to go for a walk or a run, and to see that active investigation. So the last update we heard from police was that they are working to determine if there's any foul play. There were minimal signs of trauma, so they are looking into if there is foul play, if this could have been medical. So we will keep you updated throughout the day at Atlanta News First Plus. Keep an eye on our website. So still lots to learn there, but that is an active investigation happening we wanted to let you know about in Northwest Atlanta. Now, Atlanta police are also investigating a shooting from overnight, and we have some video here. Our crew was on the scene. Let's get this video up here. This is Lockwood Drive, and this is overnight in Southwest Atlanta, where police say a man is in critical condition after he was shot in the chest. This happened just after 1 a.m. at a home on Lockwood Drive, again, the southwest part of the city. Waiting to learn from Atlanta police a little bit more about their investigation, an update on that victim, circumstances leading up to that shooting, and also if they arrested anybody. So those are two active investigations that Atlanta detectives are working as we kick off this Saturday. If you are in Fayette County, a heads up for drivers there, where there are lanes of a very popular, well-traveled bridge that are still closed today. Crews are working to fix a water main break that has a bridge over I-85 down to just one lane. This is the Morning Creek Bridge in Fayetteville. It was shut down yesterday afternoon. It does have one lane reopened, but just a heads up, expect delays through at least this afternoon if you plan to travel over that bridge. The sheriff's office says that closure could last all weekend, so we will stay in touch with those crews there in Fayette County. And they tell us that the water main break washed out a road, and so they just closed that bridge to make sure that everything is safe. Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes are cleared for takeoff. The first one since the fleet was grounded flew last night from Seattle to San Diego. The head of the FAA says the planes are safe as long as airlines follow new inspection procedures that his agency put into place. The jets, of course, were grounded for 3 weeks after that door panel blew out mid-flight on an Alaska Airlines jet. If you are looking for something to do today, Braves Fest is happening today. It's happening right now as we speak over at Truist Park. This is some video from the gala last night. Ooh, look at that. Nice. That would have been fun to be down on the field, all fancy. Today is happening at the Battery end of the ballpark where you can enjoy live entertainment, shopping, and you can get autographs from players. It is happening right now until 4 o'clock. It is free, but you need to get a ticket. I just popped on the website and they've got all the details, the link to get the ticket. So have fun if you head out there today. But you just might know that you have to just dodge the raindrops as you head out and about today, just because it is a very unsettled day weather-wise. So that is a quick update of some of the top news stories. Now let's talk about this forecast because it is just dreary out there. First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi tracking it for us. Let's take another peek outside at Midtown right now, where we have not been able to see the tops of the buildings, Courtney, now for a while.
Right.
But it's not only the clouds and the fog and the rain that we talked about this morning. You are tracking the possibility of strong storms.
Right, yeah. So our first alert for a whole slew of reasons today. Not going to be the nicest day, unfortunately, for any of you who do have plans, including Braves Fest. That was in my Saturday plans today, and, just altered them a little bit. Although if you're still going out there, go enjoy it. It's rain or shine. The battery has a lot to offer, so it should still be just fine. And it's always exciting. The players are going to be there. Just gets you excited for baseball season, which also means spring is around the corner. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. We are going to talk about your forecast, everything you need to know, including, of course, that potential for storms. Time everything out so you can get your day planned. Never fun when the rain and storms land on a Saturday, but can't control the weather, unfortunately. Here's a look at kind of just an overview of what to expect. High impact on your day because, of course, not only do we already have the rain this morning, but it was kind of damp and foggy this morning. And then, of course, we have the heavy rain and storms that'll roll through this afternoon, kind of smack dab in the middle of your day. Severe storms will also be possible. Very low-end threat, extremely low. And especially now that we've had the low-hanging clouds, we've had the rain roll through this morning. That was a big question mark of how long that rain sticks around, how much rain we see this morning, and what that's going to do is help stabilize our atmosphere a little bit and make us less prone to severe weather. But the threat's still there, just on the low end. Here's a look at First Alert Radar. This is just past 11 o'clock this morning in case you are tuning in a little bit later. This is a loop of the radar just past 11. So we have a few storms. It looks like moving into Butts County and up towards Rockdale and Newton County as well. We have widespread rain across Metro, especially from Atlanta northward. But notice out to the west in Alabama, a heavier line of showers and then thunderstorm activity moving into the Panhandle and into southern Alabama. So that line of storms in particular, we're going to watch the progression of that, one, to see if anything sparks severe, but that could also kind of cut off our energy source. So where our fuel for storms is coming from right now is out of the Gulf of Mexico. Our wind is coming in from the south, so it's pulling in this warm and moist air from the Gulf. And if those storms kind of continue to traverse across the Panhandle like that, that can sometimes cut off our energy supply for severe storms. So just something we'll be watching out for. There's a lot that's going to go into our severe weather threat today, but as I mentioned, it's low regardless of what pans out today. An isolated severe storm is possible, maybe a stronger storm as well. With 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, anything severe would warrant a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. However, we do have the possibility, a very low possibility, for a brief isolated tornado. Don't think that's completely out of the question, but I do think that that threat's extremely low for us. Lightning, of course, and any thunderstorms, that's going to be a moderate threat for us. Wind will also be a moderate threat, and flooding, same as well. We will watch for flash flooding. I think that might be our highest threat today because the ground is already saturated. We're going to get some more heavy rain. Rain's already falling. So we'll pick up another inch and a half of rain with maybe some locally heavy amounts possible north of the city. And with just how much rain we've had over the past few days, that water has to go somewhere, and it's not really going in the ground anymore. So flash flooding is going to be a possibility. And we know when it rains heavily for even just a brief period of time in Atlanta, that can cause some issues on the roadways. Atlanta doesn't hold water very well, I've come to learn. So something we'll be watching for. Just take it easy. As we go through the next couple of hours, we will watch mainly that line of storms move over the Alabama and Georgia line. So by 1 o'clock, rain will be widespread. Within this line of heavy rain will be embedded thunderstorms, maybe an isolated severe storm. So from LJ to Rome, Carrollton, Canton, downtown, all the way down until LaGrange, rain will be likely with that chance for a few embedded rumbles of thunder. As we make our way towards 2, 3 o'clock, the line of showers and storms is moving out of Atlanta, east of the city, into Hall County, up towards Gainesville, into Rabun County, Athens, through Eatonton. So again, mainly east of the city. 75 will kind of be that dividing line. East of 75 is where we'll watch for maybe a stronger storm. And you might notice on our First Alert Futurecast here, that bright red line there. Well, this is heat of the day, 3, 4 o'clock. That's going to be when we have a lot of energy, especially in our cities east of Atlanta. So this is an indication that our trough that's moving in, essentially a wave of energy, is going to have a little more energy to work with at this point. So 3, 4 o'clock, severe threat for Atlanta is pretty much over, but east of the city we'll watch for maybe an isolated strong to severe storm. Again, with damaging wind being the main threat. Heavy rain, of course, some frequent lightning, maybe an isolated tornado. Again, that threat's really, really low for us, but not none. So we'll have a team of meteorologists here. I'm here. First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin will be here this afternoon, so someone will always be here just in case anything does fire up. As we head towards 5 o'clock, severe threat comes to an end for us. The storms are pushing out, and then we'll watch for our cold front. So notice around 7 o'clock, you see those spotty showers in Alabama. That's our cold front, but it's not going to have any energy really to work with. A cold front within itself is a source of energy, but it's not going to have any of the fuel from the daytime heating or any of that moisture pumping in from the Gulf to work with anymore. That first line of showers and storms is going to kind of turn over our atmosphere. So a few showers, an embedded rumble of thunder possible in the late evening if you have any late evening plans. I know down in LaGrange they have a Mardi Gras festival going on tonight, or parade going on tonight around 7. Should be mainly dry for that, with the exception of maybe a quick passing shower. It will be breezy though tonight, something to keep in mind. And as we head into tomorrow, it's going to get quite cold naturally behind our cold front. Here's a look at our flood watch. Just wanted to make this known that flooding is going to be an issue, I think, with the heavy rain that's currently happening and more to come today. Flooding is definitely going to be a possibility. This has been extended into Sunday, overnight Sunday at 1 o'clock in the morning. So even after the rain stops, that doesn't mean that the flood threat's just going to magically go away. So with an additional ½ inch to maybe over an inch of rain possible, flooding is going to be a possibility. This flood watch just kind of giving you a heads up that flooding will be a likely scenario for us, especially for creeks and streams, and also in any flood-prone roadways. That's definitely a possibility. And north of the city, where they've picked up a lot of rain this week, up in the mountains, that's definitely a spot to watch over the next several hours. Overnight tonight, lows drop into the low 40s, so we say goodbye to the spring-like feel, the 60s, near 70. It's been fantastic. That unfortunately changes, so due to the drastic change in temperatures, we have a first alert to give you a heads up that you're going to have to go about your day a little differently tomorrow. No more t-shirts and shorts. It's going to be a jacket kind of day. Very cold. Overnight, again, will be in the 40s. Tomorrow, highs only climb into the 40s. That cold air will kind of spill in through the day, so highs will only top out in the mid to upper 40s. But the wind, which will be gusting upwards of 30 to 35, that will obviously bring in a wind chill factor. Also going to be quite cloudy tomorrow, so it's going to feel like the 30s through a good chunk of your day. Just make sure you are bundling up tomorrow. You'll need to do so. Your first alert 7-day forecast looks like this. So we have our first alert today for the widespread rain and storms, maybe an isolated severe storm between about noon and 5. Windy and cold tomorrow. Sunshine returns Monday, so Monday will be beautiful. Chilly start near 40, highs in the low 50s. And then mostly cloudy Tuesday. We'll have another weather system roll in, but it doesn't bring us a rain chance. And then we'll cool down into the low 50s by Thursday. And then Friday we rebound back near 60. But you'll need the coat in the morning, Tuesday through Friday, with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. But a really late January-like week. This is pretty average for us as we head into the week ahead. So our roller coaster forecast we've had the past couple of weeks seems to kind of level out a little bit as we head into the upcoming work and school week. All right, everyone, make sure to have that First Alert weather app handy. It'll be a great tool to have today as rain is rolling in. You're trying to make your plans, and of course, if any severe storms do happen to fire up, you will be notified of that. So a great tool to have today on an active weather day. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and stay dry, stay safe today, and we'll catch you here next time.